The Accra Regional Police Command has arrested a key suspect in the fatal shooting incident that occurred on the 19th of June 2025 during a naming ceremony at Gbawe 0, a suburb of Accra, which resulted in the death of a Queen Mother, Pearl Na Dodua Whitaker, and caused injury to another attendee. Our investigation so far has established that during the event, which was organized by Ibrahim Ni Kwashi Solomon, it was attended by other traditional rulers and Asafu groups. Now, at about 7 p.m. on the day of the incident, some individuals armed with locally manufactured weapons began firing indiscriminately. One of the shooters, later identified as Gilbert Awini alias Starboy, allegedly aimed and fired his weapon at close range, striking Pearl Na Dodua Whitaker, 33-year-old Queen Mother of Papase, killing her instantly. Another victim, Priscilla Na Ayele, who is 38 years and a trader, was also shot in the chest and is on admission at the University of Ghana Medical Center, thankfully in a stable condition. Further details has established that the suspects had consumed sobolo, which we suspect was laced with some narcotic substances at the ceremony before the incident happened. Now, for realizing that he had committed the crime, that is Starboy, he fled the scene on a motorbike with his friend, known as Oxygen, and sought refuge in Asokore, a suburb in the Ashanti region. Acting on intelligence from the Accra Regional Police Intelligence Team, a team was dispatched and moved swiftly to Asokore, where we arrested Gilbert Awuni alias Starboy. He's 21 years and an Okada rider and a resident of Denchwa here in Accra. He has confessed to the crime during interrogation that he fired the weapon in display under the influence of alcohol and fled the scene thereafter. Efforts are underway to recover the firearm, which he claimed to have discarded after the incident. Meanwhile, the event organizer, Mr. Ibrahim Ni Kwashi Solomon, was earlier arrested and admitted to instructing the use of firearm at the event. Another accomplice was also arrested, and a locally manufactured gun, empty cartridges, and gunpowder were retrieved. At this moment, we want to take the opportunity to strongly condemn the reckless and unlawful use of firearms at public and cultural events, which poses a grave risk to lives and public safety. The command goes again to remind the public that possession and discharge of firearms without lawful authority is a serious offense, and those who are found to be flouting the law will be dealt with accordingly. I move on to give you updates on some few incidents that we have already reported on, and I start with the incident of a lady who poured acid or gave his ex-boyfriend an acid bath. It was reported in the news sometime about 3 weeks ago. Mavis in Chroma. As I speak to you this morning, Mavis is in court. That's her third appearance in court this morning. Whatever happens in court this morning thereafter, I'll come back to the general public to give you update on that. We came back on an issue again with the stabbing. Another lady who stabbed his boyfriend, his ex-boyfriend, and also burnt his properties. Augustina Adoma, she's also been taken to court, and she's been remanded in police custody to reappear on the 10th of July. I want to say thank you to all of you for coming at this short notice. This is what we have for you for now. If there are any questions, we'll take it. And then after that, we'll do the tree version. Thank you once again for coming. regarding
the drug that was arrested, the first press conference we held over in his room. Then the viral video, the guy who wanted to shoot police and asking us to retrain the officers.
Well, so there, let me take it from the second one. The guy who threatened a police officer in the video, that's Israel Agboforcing, if I can remember right, yes. He was taken to court on Thursday. He's been charged with threat of harm, and I am aware that they are in court again this morning. And so again, after this morning briefing, whatever happens to him as to whether he's going to be fined or otherwise, I'll come back to give information about that. And yes, on the first briefing that we had, that involved about 4 young men who had involved themselves in robbery. They have been jailed accordingly.
The one who had the red, and all those.
Yes, so that guy was part of the 3 others making 4. Yes, so the 3 have been jailed. The other one, his case is still pending in court. The one with reference to the drugs, his case is still pending in court. Any other questions, please? Thank you.
I wanted to ask, the EC is going to be organizing the Manoff election rerun in a few days. And you quite remember we had asked for police protection. We just want to know what plans there are by the police for the coming election in the Manoff constituency.
The one, let's take note that this is a press briefing, not a press conference, and it's a press briefing strictly directed to a shooting incident at Gbawe. Having said that, I would continue to say that yes, the police obviously would be aware, and if there's a need, we would be there to give security as we have always done. Thank you. So there are rules and regulations surrounding possession and the use of firearms, and anybody who's come to the police to request or to get one has thoroughly gone through that process. Having said that, I think that we all should be part in engaging the general public on the use, the education, on the use of firearms and the risk involved if you are not in lawful possession of it. Thank you.
On the top of this particular firearm, just this morning or yesterday there was an incident in Bibila where they were in celebration of fire festival and shot students. Now, Ghana is starting or has started. We are in the season. What are plans, the police plans to conscientize the people to stop reckless use of firearm during these celebrations in Accra?
Well, thank you. So, with reference to the upcoming Homo, there's a team that's been set up, made up of officers from the regional command and members of the traditional council. And so we are looking forward to coming together to work as a team to make sure that we do not have any issue of assault during, before, and then after the Homo Festival. So yes, we are very much aware of the Homo Festival that's almost started, and we can assure the general public through your medium that there'll be adequate security for the celebration. Thank you. But having said that, we would want you to also let the indigents know that we are there to protect them, and so would need their cooperation and their support. Thank you. Please, are we done?
I just have a question on, the grasp of this issue about sporadic shootings and indiscriminate firing at festivals and whatnot has to do with legislation. Some people have argued that because of the delay in the passage of more armed bills, hence it's contributing to some of this thing. But just yesterday, the Small Arms Commission had pushed for the the expedition of the passage of the small arms bill. I want to find out if the Ghana Police Service, what steps are you taking to support the Small Arms Commission and to ensure that the passage of the small arms bill is
The Ghana Police Service is there to work as a security institution, and if we're a security institution, we do not operate in isolation. We believe in what we call teamwork. And so if there's a need for us to join hands with the Small Arms Commission to make sure that the bill is passed, of course we would do that. So yes, we're waiting for them, and then we'll take the collaboration work from there. Thank you. Any other questions, please? Otherwise, I'd want to say thank you once again for coming. I'll continue to do the tree version of what I have just.
I've seen this on social media today. There's some arrest of some alarm guards in Gbawe or that area. Ashoma, yes.
Yes, you have just hinted me on that. And so I would talk to the command, and if there's a need to come back to you with any information, please, I'll do that. Thank you for the hint. I'm grateful.